I'd say it's definitely more than 10 years ago on their content governance workflow. They call C3. Obviously this is pre-AI, but I remember being in workshops with them and the amount of workload that legal had to review all early versions because they wanted to catch issues early so agencies wouldn't spend fees on ideas that were never going to go. So it was a combination of looking at final but looking at early conceptual stuff. But it is a humongous amount of work, and first of all, it's hard to find really great legal people, but they tend to be very expensive as well. So this is where I see AI, if it can catch that early stuff, one, cut down on legal fees, but two, mainly, don't let agencies go off and work on work, first of all, that's never going to get approved.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But also, help them, guide them. This is to help an agency as well by giving them feedback, very clear feedback. You know from working with agencies over 10 years that one of their biggest complaints is, I don't get feedback, I don't get it, it's never clear, it's written on the back of an envelope. Well, if AI and this sort of flagging annotation can really zone in to say, this doesn't look right according to our guidelines or whatever, focus on this as early advice, could be huge.
It is, and as I was saying, we're not saying that legal need to go here. It's just it's making their job a lot easier. There's plenty of things they can focus on, within this. So it is that piece of, hey, we found the obvious stuff here. Your 80-90% is there. As we move this process forward, as you're seeing, we're still bringing it through to legal. We're still saying, here you are, here's your document. We've done these checks, by the way. This is what we've found, and they could be worked on and solved beforehand, so there's certainly part of that. And with that legal side of things, we often see it goes back to the Screendragon Foundation thing as well. It's knowing whether to go to them or not. When do you need to involve them? It's a case of, if this has come from a master document that's approved, is it as vital that they see all of that as opposed to the master itself? All of that that logic can be built in. So when you're layering these two things together, I think we're rightfully so. This is the AI Contents Ops Summit. Rightfully we're focusing on the AI side of things, but when we layer it on that Screendragon platform, the power here is immense. It really, really is to put those things of all of that business logic with this intelligence. Really great place to be.
And I assume you can link up big claims databases, because on the last webinar I did with Hallmark, they were asking us to store, it's not exactly claims, but it's terminology, phrases, etc., that shouldn't be used in their artwork, in the cards and calendars that they create. The same applies for other texts, basically. Claims that shouldn't be appearing, shouldn't be used in the advertising.
It's that, look, the word there is text. It's that generic. It's a case of, what do you need us to go and check for? The agent doesn't mind. It's going to check based on what we've prompted through to do, and that's what, I suppose, from the Foundry point of view, the guys are really, really good at now in terms of ensuring that the prompt is tweaked well enough to go specifically what your ask is into that data set. So whatever that text, as you say, is, that we're diving in, comparing it back to what we've got, and getting the results that you need.